What's happening, folks? Back with another reaction, back with some more Bee Gees. And we're returning to Odessa, 1969. Hello, Luca. And we're up to the tune Lamplight. I was wondering about this as I looked at the track list and saw the title. I feel like it's a very identifiable or recognizable artifact, a lamp and the light it provides. I wondered if it was more about proximity, the idea of being within the range of the light from the lamp, or whether it's about the item itself as a physical visual backdrop to some story between people. I feel like there's different ways you could go with it metaphorically, but I wouldn't be surprised if it's just a fixture within a story that is not so much about using the idea figuratively. So I don't quite know what to make of it, but we'll find out. This is Lamplight by the Bee Gees, and Luca, have you made up your mind? Is it going to be the lap, the chair? You're just going to look at me like a weirdo? Well, let's listen. This is the Bee Gees. The tune is Lamplight, and it's from their 1969 album, Odessa.
Things to buy. I close my eyes, yet I don't know why. I gave her money, said she knew someone. She said she won't be long. Lamplights keep on burning while this heart of mine is yearning. Lamplights keep on burning till this love of yours is mine. I sat alone with my thoughts and laughed, then saw your face in an old photograph. I didn't think that I could live without you.
with so many Bee Gees songs, it's such rich multi-instrument composition. We have that guitar, which sounds like an acoustic guitar, and played with a bit of forte, a bit of power and intensity, even though in other respects it's a sort of slow-moving, calm guitar line, which is to say it has an intensity to it, but it still is within a mellow song setting. I don't know if that makes sense, but yeah, so that sort of led the Sonics for me. We do have strings, as we often have. We have brass that comes in at some point. Ultimately, the drum beat also had this marching quality, but not in an intense, dramatic way, just more of a plodding along day after day after day, which felt like it was, in some sense, an articulation of this idea of keeping something going so that eventually you can acquire what you want, which sounds like the lamplight here was indeed being used as a metaphor for the yearning for this other person. As long as that lamp can burn, my heart's going to yearn, and one day, essentially, your lamp will be mine. I don't know the exact phrasing, but it sounded like that was the idea, that he's going to keep this candle lit. And that was Robin on lead, right? Like, I always have a problem identifying them, but Robin has this sort of vibrato that I feel like helps me distinguish his voice a bit better from the other two. So again, that's a bit of a guess, but I feel like it's more of an educated one. Nevertheless, the Sonics all together had this really rich feel. I think there were some bells or chimes in there too, and it just felt like this constant progression forward in time, which, again, if I'm reading the lyrics right, feels like that may be a conceptual articulation of the themes. And yeah, ultimately, I like the chorus. I talk about all the instruments. Perhaps the most famous instrument in any of their songs are their voices. Is their voices? Let's conjugate that correctly. But it sounded like it was more than just their voices. It sounded like there was a full choral layer that, especially in the choruses, really made it a full sort of sound. So yeah, again, we have guitars, we have strings, we have brass, we have voices in unison, in harmony, and perhaps some other little percussive elements as well. So a very rich song sonically. Lyrically, I look forward to hearing people's comments, but again, it sounded devoted and committed. The idea of, I'm going to keep this going, keep the flame burning, like the lamplight, which I was thinking more like a fixture on a street, like a street light, if you will, but lamplight, I suppose, was more kind of the handheld, but still, even regardless of which understanding of lamplight it is, I feel like the essence was more about the maintaining of that fire, of that lamp, and not necessarily, about the light that it radiates or the proximity with which you're close to it, as I was maybe considering in advance. So either way, as I said, I look forward to hearing people comment on the lyrics. Still many more tracks to go. When we come back next time, we're about halfway through, a little bit over that. I think there's 17, so we're just past halfway. But the next one is Sound of Love, so look forward to that. I do, there's a couple that I think may have already been in the reactions we've done, because I went through that greatest hits compilation, and also, what was it, the volume 1. So yeah, ultimately I'll make sure that I'm not repeating anything. I'll do the word or keyword search in YouTube Studio before I react to any of the ones remaining, just so I don't do that. But ultimately, if I'm not mistaken, Sound of Love will be next. So in any case, let me know what you think. I will see you then. Peace.